I'm Simon Shapiro, and this is SingOut, SpeakOut. Well, hi everyone. When I started this show, SingOut, SpeakOut, 3 months ago, I really set out to change my own life. And I had no idea the whole world was going to go through such a historic health event that would potentially change millions of lives, if not hundreds of millions or billions of lives. So what I thought I might do this week, because a lot of people are taking stock of their lives at the moment, whether they're in isolation or they're having to work differently, interact with people differently. We're all evaluating who we are, what we do in this world. I realize that the viewership here and on the podcast has grown, by 400% since episode 1. So there are probably a lot of people who have seen the more recent episodes who haven't seen the first. But what I thought I might do is do a little bit of a restock here. Not just for the new people who haven't seen earlier episodes, but even for those who have stuck through all of this with me, and for myself, just to go back and have a little bit of a review, because I think that's what a lot of us are doing in our lives. So here's a little bit of a best of, you could say, of the first month of SingOut, SpeakOut, and I'll do a couple of other best ofs of the last couple of months. There's my dog barking in the background there. And we will be back next week with another brand new show. I hope you have a great week. I don't want to have any rules here other than I want to be honest, I want to be open. I want to share more, give more, contribute more of myself. Now, you've all heard the expression to read between the lines, no doubt. Well, to hear between the noise is kind of similar, but it's more about sounds and the movement around us. What does that all mean, and what's in between all of that? So what I've found, what I believe, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, is that life has gotten noisier and noisier, especially in recent times. So what we've done is we've found a way to just increase the noise in our lives and fill up every space. And now some of these noises are important. Some of these are messages we should be listening to. But all of those noises are external. They're all from the outside world. And when we allow that voice to be the biggest voice, and even worse, if we allow that to be the only voice that we hear, then what we're doing is we are reducing the time and the space on our awareness screen for the voice that we should be listening to, and that's the voice within. And in my opinion, that is a modern tragedy. I just want to open the conversation again with my inner voice. Rattle of the slow train, ringing as the bell tolls, buzzing our cell phones, all whirling in my ears. This city talks, sometimes it sings a song for every soul who's ever lived within. This city talks, sometimes it screams, and this time is it making, or is it breaking dreams? Because I've been there plenty of times, and I just want to share with you a couple of simple things that I know about hopelessness. The way that I got out of my hopelessness was to express it. So by putting it in the shape of a song, then that gave it a voice. And that did help me connect my despair with the real world. And it didn't eliminate the problem. It didn't make me feel less hopeless straight away. Out of that hopelessness, I created something that was a turning point for me, because I used that song as a template to make my whole next album. And a lot of things stemmed from there, So really, all I want to say is there is hope in hopelessness. And part of that is realizing that we're not the only ones to feel it. They're the ones who laugh to pay as history reads between the lines. All the meaning is swept away. I want to fly like Superman, be the hero of the land, say the word with my bare hands. 'Cause I can hear the people cry through my window, watch them die, but I don't want to stand by. Now today's show and today's song is called Scream. Scream is a song that I wrote at a pivotal time in my life, and it's a time I think everyone has this pivotal moment, and for each of us it's different. It happens sometime after we recognize that we're not getting what we came here for. This life is not delivering what we feel it should, what we want, what it could. There are two ways I believe that we can get more. And the first is the world is going to give us more. That amazing golden gate of opportunity will open up for us. The people who we need to support us are going to support us. The money that we need will flow to us. The job will arrive. We will be cast in the role. Someone else is going to recognize our amazing talent or contribution that we can give, and they will basically open the doors for that to happen. And then there's us. We can give more. Okay, so what do we need more of? Is it more money? Is it more skill? Is it more support? Is it more influence? Is it more time? Is it more passion? Because half of those things the world cannot give us. We have to be the one to deliver those things. It's time for you to scream so everyone can hear you. Gotta scream like you just don't care what they'll do. It's time for you to scream. The biggest identity myth that I carried for so long, and that is that my self-worth was mostly dependent on what other people thought of me. Bad thing. I don't think it's a human weakness to seek approval, to want to be valued, to want acceptance. We are communal animals. We're social creatures. I do think there are two basic ways that we develop an opinion of ourselves. And the first is what the outside world is telling us, but then there's also what we tell ourselves. We provide feedback to ourselves, and those two ways determine what we think about ourselves, because we should still feel like we want to belong, we want approval, we want acceptance, but it's got to be balanced with this opinion of ourselves that is also positive. The will to change will come along when status quo is status wrong. I'm wondering, will you drown or will you float? But you don't want to rock that boat. You drift to sea and stay afloat. You better rock the boat, 'cause you're not gonna be anything to anyone while you're still trying to be everything to everyone. Saying nothing new, but it's not getting through to you. The will to change will come along when status quo is status wrong. Will you drown or will you float? Sink at sea or stay afloat? Trying to be everything to everyone, you're never gonna be anything to anyone.
To all reluctant acrobats, pushovers and front door mats, searching